Operating a business in Mount Pleasant means building alongside some of the most beautiful coastlines in the South. But this geography puts commercial properties directly in the crosshairs of a relentless environment. These commercial structures face a constant, year-round, relentless atmospheric assault. Intense ultraviolet radiation bakes the sealants. Corrosive salt air degrades exposed metal, and heavy Atlantic storms deliver millions of gallons of water alongside extreme wind pressures. When property managers think of a roof failing, they usually picture a catastrophic event: high winds ripping off structural panels, or airborne debris crashing through the ceiling during a hurricane. But that is rarely how a commercial roof actually fails. The vast majority of structural compromises are entirely silent. They begin with microscopic seam separations, deteriorated flashing joints, or leaves blocking a drain. A commercial roof serves as the primary defense system for an entire operational ecosystem. It safeguards high-value inventory, complex electrical grids, tenant spaces, and the safety of every employee inside. A single, seemingly minor leak can ruin dropped ceilings, creating slip and fall hazards on the retail floor, and force entire sections of a building to shut down, bringing revenue to a halt. By the time you see water physically dripping into a workspace, the structural battle has already been lost. Moisture is already migrating through the insulation and decking above you. To understand leaks, consider a commercial roof's construction. Despite being called flat, they are low-slope structures pitched to drain rainwater. Beneath the surface membrane lie coverboards, thick insulation, and structural decking. Because water moves slowly, if it stops, this multi-layered defense fails. Let's trace how a minor issue becomes a structural failure. It starts with a simple blockage. A handful of pern needles, sediment, or wind-blown debris washes into a primary internal drain or parapet scupper, completely choking off the exit. This overhead view of a roof section shows what happens when water backs up. Sitting for 48 hours creates a pond. 1 inch of water weighs over 2,000 pounds. This concentrated mass compresses the insulation underneath, creating a deeper depression for more water. Now add a tropical storm to the mix. Heavy, wind-driven rain batters the area, pushing violently against a membrane seam already stretched by the ponding water. The weakened adhesive gives way, creating a tiny opening. This cutaway profile shows the real danger. Water doesn't drip straight down, it silently infiltrates the porous insulation beneath the membrane. Because the bottom deck is solid, moisture travels laterally. The visible interior leak might appear 20 feet away from the actual roof puncture. Nature isn't the only variable. Routine maintenance can inadvertently accelerate this entire process. A dropped heavy tool from an HVAC technician or uncoordinated rooftop work can instantly create a hidden puncture. Poorly flashed equipment curbs, unsealed exterior pipes, and leaking air conditioning units act as continuous accelerants, breaking down materials long before their intended lifespan. Expensive commercial roof failures rarely happen all at once. They are the result of compounding minor conditions: a blocked drain, thousands of pounds of tapped water, and a weakened seam, all occurring together over time. Reliable roof management integrates the building's exterior into planned operational procedures. This transitions the roof from a source of emergency expenses into a predictable, managed asset. That means scheduling routine visits to clear drain strainers, heat welding localized membrane defects before water ever touches the insulation, and restoring protective coatings while the structure is still sound. It also requires strict documentation, logging exactly who accessed the rooftop, tracking the history of specific patch jobs, and keeping warranty data current turns the roof into a measurable, manageable building asset. The upfront investment of a routine inspection is fractional compared to the fallout of a neglected roof. Emergency tarping, halted retail operations, and the massive labor cost of tearing out waterlogged structural insulation will easily cripple a maintenance budget. In Mount Pleasant, the weather doesn't wait for your maintenance schedule. With our rapid shifts from harsh summer UV to punishing tropical downpours, scheduling a comprehensive pre-hurricane season inspection is absolutely non-negotiable. Protect your inventory, secure your tenants, and keep your business running. Schedule a professional, diagnostic commercial roof inspection with Master Roof Mount Pleasant today. The most expensive commercial roof failure is a reactive one. Stop waiting for water to fall on your inventory and break the chain of disaster before the next severe weather event strikes the Lowcountry.